Peace. This is a Meat and Potatoes Sorcery production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is how to handle betrayal from your children. This is a very controversial topic, and some occultists refuse to tackle it. I don't say that they don't have their trepidations, and they do, and rightfully so, but the Kobe Bryant of magic is different. So with that, let mentor cook. I'm not going to demonize a whole generation, but what I will say is this. We're seeing too many examples of children that live to disappoint their parents. Hear me out. And I know some tribes like to leap to conclusions. Oh, well, my parents are this, that, and the other. If your parents are toxic, this doesn't apply to you. Don't be emotional. Don't be psychologically reckless. Listen. We're talking about parents that are good mothers or good fathers. You don't hear about those stories on the news about fathers that are involved in their children's life or mothers that are alcoholics or abusive. You don't hear those stories because it's by design. They're not supposed to give you positive examples because you live in a country where they're trying to destroy the greatest social institution in any civilization from any paradigm, and that is the family. So in the 50s, with families being close to the 40s, beyond that, the shift started happening during the late 70s and going into the 80s, and we know why. Because of the crack phenomenon and welfare, or farewell, the anagram. And I want the family to say this with me. You can leave in the comments if you want to. Mouth breathers, if you thought you were mad Monday, I'm really going to make you furious. Remember the time, family, that there was a time that you never brought a young lady or a young man to your house unless you had designs on being serious? Of course you do. No more. People can bring home, oh, mom, dad, this is my friend. Now, what are you thinking, family? You're like, wow. Okay, so we just bring home strays now. Not someone you're dating, not someone you're in love with, and you spoke glowingly about him or her. This is your friend. To the young ladies and young men that do this, you have that low respect for your mother, your father? And people will say that's young. Oh, I'm just living in my truth. What truth? You're just a young person that doesn't know anything, and you're still asking me, Ma, Dad, could you cash at me? Can you put something on my Apple Pay? Did you tell that truth? Oh, no, that's right. You did. You neglected to fill in those blanks. Or the silly pronouns. A lot of ideas that some of you young people got aren't even yours. Did you know that? They're not. There's something that's been embedded in you. And the whole thing is you're going to have certain minority or certain small segment or group, and I would really love to believe that they will do anything to break their mother or their father's heart. And let's not even get started on the grandparents, because we're seeing more now, and it just hasn't started. It's been going on the last 25 to 27 years. You have more grandparents that are taking care of their grandchildren in their golden years. So don't think that this phenomenon just started out of nowhere. And let's say you're an occultist, a witch or a sorcerer. And I've always been this proponent. I don't teach children magic. You barely got your affairs in order. So what? I'm going to let you work with, I don't know, the Loa, the Orisha, the Nether. Supposed to let you work with those? The 72 angels of the Shema Farash? No. Because magic not only is a journey, but there's a great responsibility with learning magic. And then the person that you're teaching, you have to be able to trust them. And what's missing amongst many of these young people who are nothing but astral food, and they're basically pizza to parasites, all you are doing is making excuses. You have an excuse for everything. And a lot of young people, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to say this as mentor. You love hanging with garbage. So if you love hanging with garbage, they're going to put you in some situations where you're going to get seriously hurt. and you're going to lose. See, we're living in a cancel culture. That means the smallest thing that you do with these woke freaks, they're going to find a way to cancel you. And you're seeing this. You're seeing this with movies. Like, far as I'm concerned, Hollywood can stay on strike forever. And the music, I already went on the diatribe about that. I mean, far as I'm concerned, music has regressed back to, I don't know, the Paleolithic era. It's that horrific. Don't be original. Just be controversial. We'll promote you. And certain young people, what is this family with? You got a lot of young people that they will take a shower, go out, won't clean their room, won't clean the house. They're just there. Oh, so what, you part of furniture now? That's it? You don't know how to mop, do dishes? And people say, oh, this just ran from an OG. No, this is truth. Okay, this is truth. Unadulterated truth. You know, which some of y'all don't like, that's going through life like a rudderless ship, graduating school and bragging and reading at the 5th grade level, and you impressed with that? Nah, I ain't impressed with that. You know, you got to make me a believer. That's what you got to do. So any of your children or grandchildren that betray you, you love them, but you never have to stop having expectations. And that's hard when the person that you love and you gave birth to or you created as a father doesn't even have expectations for themselves, because we live in a climate of mediocrity. And the bar is so low that many people won't even notice it. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.